Well.
Can you hear us now?
Oh my goodness.
No sound, no sound, no sound, no sound. We're still getting no sound.
Incoming. So it'll come up here. Well, hi guys. Tom Mills here. I'm here with April on the uncomfortable, lumpy, ugly couch that you like to make fun of. And I apologize for all that.
There we go. I say there we go.
We're going to get...
hopefully, let's see.
People are going to be talking about that. I'll be having 1,000 comments about no sound. Oh well. Sorry about that, guys.
The delay.
Yep, good to see you.
Now
So,
you can go back to what you were saying.
yeah, I guess we can start
Magic.
our story here. The girls are getting in the bath. I'm going to be leaving in a minute. We got one of these things. Have you seen these things on the on Facebook ads? I totally fell for a Facebook ad, guys. It's a little cloud bath bomb, and it's got all the rainbow colors in it. And you put it in the thing, in the water, and it fuzzes out a rainbow for 20 minutes. A colorful rainbow. And I thought, oh my goodness, the girls would love that. And they're like $15 a piece.
Ow.
But I thought, I don't care.
it's
They
for
would
fun.
love it. They
It's
would
for
love
fun.
it. So I got 2 of them. A 2-pack for like, I think it was like $25. So no picture or sound. Whoa, that's really bad. I don't think that's on us. So, yeah. Come here, baby girl. Oh, no.
She hasn't decided if she wants to do that. Once she sees it, maybe she will.
She's in her pretty dress.
You want to come show your dress? Come here. You want to see? You want to see the bath? You want to see what Daddy's going to put in the bath? The braid piece she kept misplacing and playing with. I think it's in the bedroom in one of the drawers, but we've stopped worrying about putting it on her. You want to go play in the bath?
Your friend makes them in Canada. Oh, cool. Well, when is the bath all full yet? You don't know? I better go in there and check. No? Oh.
I would say this much.
I see. Wait, what? It's been going for like 10 minutes. Is it draining?
Ooh, maybe they didn't.
I plugged it, but...
Okay, Mike, I see Jody in the hospital.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Rachel, can you find there should be
Well, let it get filled up.
in the other room a thin notepad?
It's a cloud. We're going to try the cloud in a minute, okay, girls?
For your request on?
We got...
You like my
We'll
little
put the cloud in
sparkle
a minute. We
shoe?
got to wait until it fills
I
up a
don't
little
know
more
if you
water.
can see it, but it's got little gemstones on the shirt. And Hannah loves the little gemstones, don't you? She thinks they're so fun. Did you put it in?
No, not yet. It's not,
Okay.
not quite enough water in it. So.
Thank you. Pen. I need a pen, please.
We were going to do a live last night, and then we didn't because we were playing Magic, and that took way too long. We were doing, we did sealed, so we all had 6 packs of unopened randomized cards. And
Tim has a question for you.
did you go to Rapid City today? Yep. How do you know who Tim is?
I don't know. It just said Tim.
We did. We went to Rapid City today. You want to tell them why we went to Rapid City?
I wanted to look at either RVs or travel trailer. I used to have one a while back ago. Had a lot of problems with it. Sold it, gave it away, and decided that I needed a new one. So we went and looked and found one, and I bought it and realized that my truck can't pull it yet. So I have to go get some work done on my truck so that I can come pick it.
Is that a ring?
No. Nope, no ring.
Everybody's always saying, no, that's just, she has a ring, but it's from grandma's
This one,
ring.
yeah, this is my grandmother's ring.
But yeah, so that way what she's going to do is she's going to get a trailer park space over close by and park that travel trailer there and just kind of live in that for a while.
Me and the kids can live in it. Are we still having sound problems?
Not for us. I think some people I think join late and maybe it starts at the beginning and they have no sound. But so yeah, that's exciting news.
Yes. I think so. I fell in love with it. I showed all the kids. They can't wait.
It sleeps 9,
It
right?
sleeps 9.
Which is amazing for a travel trailer. And it's, what is it, 32
feet and 8 inches or something like that.
And I thought for sure my new van would pull it, but it's not going to pull it. So apparently they can only pull like 4,000 pounds. But we kind of talked about there's a 4x4 conversion you can get done, and it would be really nice to have a 4x4 van for the wintertime around here. So I don't know. I toyed with the idea. I'm going to call them and see if it would actually increase the towing capacity. But well, hey, Tori, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Hey, Aussie gal. I think it's my wallet. Could be wrong. Oh, right here. So I got my microphone and my phone case. So that's what you're seeing there.
Can one of you girls check the water, see how high does it have to be? Halfway full?
Oh, it probably is good enough now. Okay. They're all just eating their hearts out waiting. So
850 here.
I don't want to see it.
all right, I'm gonna put the cloud in there.
One of the things we talked about because it does have a
You guys ready for the cloud?
up top that fits double sized, so we could put two.
It makes rainbows for 20 minutes. Okay, you don't want to. Okay, you don't want to touch it too much. Well, I guess you can touch it. I guess it's fine. But you ready?
In theory, I could put 4 in that one area. It would be really fun. I've been looking for a while. So.
It's getting started.
I don't know about full time. I'll be living in it while I'm here. We may take it back and forth. But for the purpose
that
of
so cool?
over the winter, we haven't really talked about what would work or not work. Oh yeah, Hannah knows how to use a iPad really
so
good
cool?
actually. She's playing a game.
It's much less impressive than it was
diapers,
on
and you
the
teach them to wash
Facebook
their
ad.
hands.
I'm not sure I'm getting my $15 worth. Smells good though, doesn't it?
Kind of.
It's gonna make you guys smell
Yes,
good.
you guys can hear him giggling. He purposely left his mic on so you guys can hear the girls. They're super excited about the bath bomb.
No, don't touch it. Leave it in the water. Boy, it's dissolving fast. Leave it alone, okay?
Wait, Dad, can I make one?
Let's see if I can make a rainbow for you.
Okay, try it. Ooh, it's good.
Don't splash it, you're gonna ruin the rainbow.
Can you let Dad know?
I'm gonna try to draw a rainbow with it. It keeps leaking a rainbow out, so if I keep pulling it really slow.
I have a microphone too, but I think his microphone is outbeating mine at this point.
Okay.
They're like, we can't hear you what you're saying, April, because...
Too much going on in there? Well,
Yes.
It was pretty exciting in there, so sorry about that, guys.
Tom is loud and we can't hear you.
I knew it was on, but I didn't think it would be that big a deal.
It's okay. I do have a mic on. Hopefully you guys can hear better now. They're still saying it's really hard to hear me, so I don't know if that's a delay or...
It might just be just the angle of this thing, possibly.
Look at Baby Lou.
You found Baby?
Baby Lou.
Baby Lou is dirty. Do we need to wash Baby Lou?
Hopefully it's better now. So,
Much better, I'm seeing.
what is the G? Oh, hey, Sal.
What is the gross weight?
Oh, I see. 65. Well, I mean, the sticker on the side says 65 something, but they told me it was.
That was dry weight.
If we get I think it's a front wheel drive, so I think it's mostly a suspension and a traction thing. Drive to 4-wheel drive, and it raises the whole thing up 2 inches. I would guess it's going to increase the tow weight, but I don't know.
I'll try a different position for the microwave. Microphone. There's they still can't hear me.
Oh, I think they can hear you.
Are you helping her, Rachel? Are you helping her?
Why am I 30 but feel the need to buy that bath bomb now? I know, right? I saw it. It was not, and I have to admit, after seeing it in action, it is not the rainbow that I saw on the Facebook ad.
Well, of course not.
I
It
want my
never
money
is.
back. But it was, and the girls are loving it. So there's 2 of them. We'll have the other one later. So
I will park the travel trailer at a travel park. They have an RV park that's right down the street here. It's within good walking distance. And it'll make it a lot easier for these nights, like when we're playing Magic and I'm not having to drive a long distance to get back to Grandma Katie's.
yeah, or you can go home for a while
Yeah.
if you want to, and just get away and take a nap or whatever, and
Exactly.
just. I'm doing great, Lynn. Dinosaur Center in Thermopolis. So no, I don't think we have. There is a bunch of that stuff on display in Casper at a museum. They're having way too much fun in there.
They are.
But
We want to keep an eye on how much water is in it. Do they know to turn it off?
it
Both of you guys need to be in there if you can help Rachel too.
can you park it in the winter too? Yeah, it's got a
Yes.
heater, and the whole bottom is finished underneath apparently, so It's better for the winter.
Yes. It's way nicer than my previous one.
Trailer park closer to Grandma Kitty's. Yeah, Grandma Kitty's is like 15 minutes away. And this is like...
On the freeway.
This is like a 2-minute walk.
Yeah.
3-minute walk.
If that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, April bought a travel trailer.
Travel trailer today.
To kind of live in
Used
for a
one,
while.
yeah.
It's a sign for Blakeman propane. Is that anything to do with Grandma Fern? Yeah, yes. Actually, Grandma Fern's husband, Kenneth, Andrea's grandpa, he's the one that started Blakeman propane. So they were very big in starting the town. Like I said, they had the Do Drive-In. Well, it's not Do Drive-In now. It's Donna's Diner. The place I get the cheese from now was actually built by them. And the motel, the Cozy Motel, was built by them. And he started, they had a gas station, I think. And then they had, he was very entrepreneurial. He sold ice for a while. Anyways, yeah, Blakeman propane is part of them.
What did we do for date night?
Oh, what was the name of the brand? It was a Ramrock or a Radrock or...
Rockwell.
Rockwell, is that what it was?
I believe it's Rockwell.
I don't know my RVs. I know that I was impressed by its layout. In my opinion, those RVs should be mostly sleeping devices, and it had a nice big booth. It wraps around. It looks like it could seat all the kids.
Yeah, we could probably put almost all the
around
kids
that
there.
cute little table there, and so I thought that was neat. And it makes into a bed, and the couch makes into a bed, and there's a set of bunks and 2 sets of bunks.
Yeah, there's a total of
and so
it's a 2 and then that double.
And then the master bedroom. So we can get a lot of kids in it if we want to go camping or something. But yeah, we were going to go live last night, but we started playing Magic.
After date, we were talking about
it was a lot of fun. We played sealed and got a bunch of brand new packs and made decks out of the random cards we got. And I was doing really awesome, beating everybody. It was so powerful. And then...
you guys weren't paying attention to me. I had 30 for a long time life. Nobody was
I just felt so
me.
guilty that I was in such a commanding position. I didn't want to kill my kids. I didn't want to kill you. So I was just kind of lightly tapping people here and there. And then as a result, you chomped my head off. No mercy.
No mercy. It
And
wasn't just me,
I was the first to die, and I was in such a powerful position. And then I thought you were going to win, but I think Thomas ended up taking it because you all felt bad for Thomas because Thomas had nothing the whole game. So you were like, "Oh, don't pick on Thomas. He doesn't have anything, poor Thomas."
Thomas ended up winning.
He put out a 5/5 flying first strike, life link.
Yeah.
Angel. That is number 1 rule. Exactly,
That's
Joshua.
good.
Don't underestimate your enemy. How did you get to Moorcroft from California? That's a good question. So Papa Doug is, you may have seen a couple times. He was married to Grandma Kitty, and they moved out here, and I moved with them.
I was playing Control Deck.
Oh, apparently apparently Thomas is watching the stream, and he takes issue with the fact that he was stinking the whole round. Well, come over here and say how it is, Thomas.
Turn the thing. You want to give him my mic? You can talk here.
There we go.
I was playing Control. What that means is I had all the tricks up my sleeve.
You had no tricks.
I could just kill Dad's awesomeness at any moment.
I had so much awesomeness.
Since he was killing everyone else with it, I let it exist because it was helping me.
Oh. Well, that's partially true. You drop the mic.
He's like,
when you drop a teeny tiny little mic, it doesn't have the same effect.
We'll see. We're gonna replay tonight, right?
Yeah, we'll play it at the same decks. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be much different in my aggressiveness this time. Maybe.
I don't know.
It was fun. It was a fun evening, though. Can't hear April. Yeah, she took the mic off, so she's got it back on now. So Rockwell is a beautiful brand of travel trailers. Great investment. It was a good investment. I was very impressed by the size and the price and how many people it slept. The other one we looked at was what?
And the knowledge.
The knowledge.
A couple times you're like, you know how to do all this stuff already.
Oh yeah, you know much more about how the travel trailer functions. You were asking questions that were correct that I did not know the answers to. So I could just tell you that it was efficient in its use of space and its sleeping arrangement. The other one we saw was bigger, but it had more floor space to just like walk around. Who just goes into one of those trailers to walk around?
Walk around, yeah.
You basically go. It's a sleeping arrangement thing, as far as I'm concerned. So, anyways, I'll have to drop the mic a little bit.
What's the dinner? They want to know what we went. the date night.
Oh, the date night? So we went out to a place called Humphreys. The local
Good food.
chain is normally called Sanford's, but this particular one is named after the high school mascot of the town, so it's called Humphreys. But very nice, kind of like, I don't know, like an Applebee's, but more junk hanging on the walls. You know, and random bikes and stuff. Very high quality food, very little on the expensive side, but very fun and nice, and it was enjoyable.
I am very excited about the travel trailer. I actually am. That travel trailer is... I've used them before, and I was thinking I really wanted an RV because it would be easier when we're on trips to have the kids just go to the back and take naps, or if I'm driving and he needs to rest or I need to rest, one of us could go back there and sleep. But even when talking with the gentleman that was the salesman, he's like, oh, the RVs, you have to drive them all the time. There's a lot of things that can go bad, and so... we did that. What was that?
Sal's in the NWA shirt. What do I got an NWA shirt on? What are you talking about? Sal's my best
I
friend.
know, but I'm looking at your shirt trying to figure out what he's
No. Sal's he's bringing up some old crap. If I know Sal correctly, I'm not sure what he's talking about. But
Yes, we had a great date night. After dinner, we went over to a park that we've gone to multiple times, and we've
Hung
had
out
some
and
of our
talked.
deepest conversations at this park.
I want to acknowledge just Jennifer. I'm sure you hear
Okay.
it all the time, but your channel has changed my life and my relationship with God. That's awesome. That's like the whole reason why we have the channel. But can you see yourself living in Moorcroft? Do you love the town?
The town is cute. The area is really small, which is something I like. It's smaller than where I lived in Grass Valley. It's smaller than the town. Well, it's kind of hard to say. It's smaller than the town of Payot, which is the one I'm closest to in Idaho, because I've not really gone much into town there. But here, everybody knows everybody. We went into the flower shop the other day, and they were really sweet and nice. And the lady there, it's very friendly, which is something I like. And the grocery store, when I walk in, it's, hi, April, how you doing? And it's just this really welcoming, if you will, family almost. Everybody in the town is like a big family. And I like that. Oh, thank you. I like this shirt too. It was one of my favorites. It's got the teal in it. That's why I'm wearing it for
It's
Teal Day.
Day. Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow I promised Rachel I'd wear our matching stretchy pants. She's wearing some of them right now, the love ones.
Be about 1,000 people in Moorcroft. Yeah, right. It's about 1,000 people here. That's the population of Moorcroft. Is 1,009.
You're hitting that
I'm just trying to sit up
cushion.
better. This couch makes you slide off.
Yes.
It's the greatest couch in the world, and it's super beautiful, and we love it.
I laugh because I'm usually the one that's sliding off.
Makes me
this
look
thing.
fat as I'm sliding down. But I just move it up so you can't see
What
my
were you
belly
trying to
quite
ask
as
me,
much. See,
sweetie?
it's
I
strategy.
know. That happens.
You like your leggings, Rachel?
We have matching ones. That's what we were just talking about. We have matching. Yeah, Rachel's been having some bloody noses. All this dry air, this fire stuff that's going on in California is making our air dry here, so. You're good. No, we weren't ordering any kind of wedding bouquet. The flower shop.
Nope. Give me a break. Patty, did you see my video? Comment on your video? I'm sure I did. I read every single comment and I replied to a great number of them. I read them for hours. So there was a lot of comments on that video. Thank you guys very much. So.
Yes, that's my daughter next to me. Tom, what do you think of?
What do your kids think of Tom?
Oh, my kids think of Tom? They love him.
They think I'm awesome.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
They do. You think Tom's awesome?
Eh.
She's making squinty. You're putting him on the spot.
Yeah.
It depends on the topic. How we got that?
I wouldn't say he's awesome, and I also wouldn't say he's bad.
Oh, he's kind of just blah.
Yeah.
Kind of blah.
You put her on the spot.
When you're around, when I'm around.
You mostly have what?
You mostly have work when I'm around.
That's true. That's true. I'm working most of the time.
I didn't
Ordered
get
your
an
school
RV.
books yet? Not yet.
You haven't ordered the school books. I haven't ordered mine, and I didn't get an RV. I got a travel trailer.
You can sit over there. Or you want? I don't know. turn it on.
Over
Yeah.
here.
I don't know if you want to be on it.
Are the girls and they're playing now?
They
Did
are.
No, they're
Rachel and Eden are inseparable.
I was gonna say, did Hannah get in there, or did she?
no, she didn't want to. It's not raining yet.
Okay.
I saw those stuffed marshmallows. We didn't get any, but maybe we'll get some. I'm not sure that honestly that they would go over at our house. That's two stuffed chocolate stuffed marshmallows.
I don't know.
They're I think anything that's apart from normal will make a lot of people in our family not enjoy it. So.
My parents do so far, I guess, like Tom. I actually talked to my dad. Today's his birthday, and he talked to me for a while. He says, I'm following everything that's going on. I'm watching, and then so we talked for a little while today. He is anxious to meet him, but outside of that, yeah, my parents are pretty cool with everything.
What did you think of Tom's video about remembering Andrea? Do you have a time limit on dating and then you assess the future? Oh, I don't.
We haven't set a time.
We're just going.
We're not setting any kind of
just
time limit
go.
right now. Yeah, and what's normal? I like that, Erica. What's normal? Normal is defined by who? Is it defined by the world or is it defined by God? And so for me, my version of normal may not be the same as somebody else's. That's my opinion.
Well, it says, Eden, you're so pretty.
Oh, I just noticed you guys are wearing your matching.
I found it.
Hi, Hannah.
They're wearing matching neck chokers. They said they like that color on you, the teal.
April, are you ready for snow?
Oh, I'm ready for snow. I've lived in Connecticut. I've lived in Rhode Island. Where I lived in California, we would occasionally get snow. One of the reasons why I'm happy.
Claudia, you go.
One of the reasons why I'm happy that I'm in Idaho is that there was going to be snow.
You finished your bath.
So I'm super excited.
I'll get you a sippy cup of water.
I don't think we really have nicknames for each other really yet.
Uh,
I think.
got nicknames for her laughs.
No.
You got the witch
We're not
laugh, the
gonna go
Muttley
with-
laugh.
Uh-huh. We want to go into some of the nicknames I started putting onto the moods and stuff.
I don't remember what nicknames are. I probably don't want to know. Oh, dishwasher's still running.
That's still running, yeah. Hannah, you want to come sit with me? I guess not. Yes, Eden is growing up on you. Growing up fast, huh? At this age, it goes quicker.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh,
we got our
girls are
date
so
night.
loud.
Do we need to have him bounce off to bed?
Hey, you guys, it's time to go to bed. I told you already. Get into bed. Here's your water.
We got our date night last night.
fine
We
in
went
bed.
out to dinner, and then we went to the
the
park,
thing
and we
finish
walked around the park
its
for a
rainbow?
little while, and then we sat
Turn
at this
completely
bench
black?
that's kind of been our bench
Weird.
and just talk. And we
because
find that when
blue
we're
is a darker
alone and we
color.
sit like that, we
I
get
know,
the
as
most
a bath bomb,
talking
it
done.
disappears. Hey, I told you to climb in your bed.
It's,
Come on.
no, don't turn this off.
She's drawing strips, so we're just
Okay,
Climb
it is
in your bed.
actually time for to bounce off to bed. For you girls too.
I'm going to
So you
cover
want to
you
go
up.
help the girls finish?
she's so happy about it.
We're gonna do magic here in a
Night.
little while
I love my
with the
baby
boys, the
girl.
older boys.
Yes, I do.
I know.
I love my baby girl. And I'll be true. Lay down. And she's not with me.
Get him with a
I'm
broomstick.
blue.
I don't know what that
Don't
means.
be getting any
Wendy.
tablets, okay? Oh, baby girl.
I went to get the
love
travel
you.
trailer. I went into South Dakota. There wasn't a lot of places around here that sold the ones that I was looking for. They were either brand new or
Sophia.
they were like really super
for bed.
old. So the one I ended up with, I got in, what was the name of it? Rapid City.
Oh my gosh, the girls are so...
That's because it's Sophia's
Sophia,
turn to get Hannah
It's time
going.
for bed. Come on. It's time for you to go to bed too, sweet girl. You want April?
I want April. You want to
What?
come sit with April for a few minutes? Let me hold her.
Okay, you can just a little bit. You gotta have to be laying down and go night night though.
See, now we'll be quiet for a minute. until we want to get up again.
Oh, yeah.
Here, we'll go like this.
I kind of forgot about that.
Rachel, can you grab me Hannah's blanket real quick? Or Eden, would you mind grabbing Hannah's blanket? What was the thing you forgot?
They could hear me singing.
Singing to the
Yeah.
girls? Aww. You're going to hide? You're going to hide
You
from...
enjoyed doing more of the YouTube. I enjoyed it for so long, but you're doing 100%. Doing great, but it was change. Yeah, it's been change, but it's nice, honestly. YouTube's been there for me when times when nobody else was, and I appreciate you guys all, and it's a lot of fun having you guys around.
Oops, her hair is getting caught. Hopefully you guys can still hear me.
What is she doing?
She's hiding. She does that sometimes when we're rocking. She just covers up.
Feel earthquake in Wyoming? Nope. That's Andrea rolling in a gray.
That. Thank you, Judah. Nope. We're gonna go soft things. Do it again.
It works.
Oh yeah, it worked like a charm on mine too. It's just that sensation, super relaxing.
Do I sound quiet? I don't mean to sound quiet.
It may be that you get quiet because of the... Thank you. My heart gets really happy when she wants to play cuddles. Some of this we've learned lately is her way of saying, no, I don't want to go to bed. She'll go, I want April.
Yeah, she knows if she says I want April, she can stay up. It's totally manipulation by a 2-year-old.
It works to a degree, but we do have some set rules. Usually I would be rocking her and she's required to close her eyes and stuff, and she'll eventually fall asleep. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go to sleep now.
April, you said you had a witch laugh. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
I try to do it, but it sounds bad when I do it, but it's cute. It's not a bad witch laugh. It's more of a good witch laugh. It's kind of like, is it Wilma and Betty on Flintstones?
I don't know. it's very high pitch, and it's usually
A really rapid fire type thing going?
It's usually excitement and just
Yeah.
happy, and versus my hissing one, which is what'd you call
She's
it?
got a Muttley one where it's more of
Muttley.
that one there, which is cute.
So I have a laugh where I guess this is my different, if it's like belly laugh watching something on TV.
She does have a really, really loud, I don't know, I can imagine a bunch of ladies playing poker late at night and drinking wine, and you're just going, you've got a really loud, fun laugh.
He's like,
Exactly.
Josh was, you startled me. Mom's not that loud, huh? That's what Josh
Depends
was
on how
thinking.
hard she's laughing and what it's about.
Yes.
If it's something she finds particular joy in, it's like, oh, that was a good one and it was funny, that she'll break out that laugh. I don't have a name for that one yet. I need to
No,
name
you haven't
that
named
one.
that one yet. He has fun picking names for him, and I just think it's hilarious that he wants to come up with names for my different
It's not an
laughs.
insult. I'm not
No.
saying she's a witch.
No,
That's,
not
don't
at
hear
all.
me wrong.
Your laugh scared the cat. That's funny. No, Grandma Katie and I do not drink coffee together in the morning. I haven't really seen her drink coffee at all. But,
Wait, what about coffee?
yeah, I've actually got the
Rachel
girls
likes
kind of
coffee.
stuck on the...
Yeah, Eden started buying caramel mochachinos or something.
Eden got
Is that what they're
the
called?
one now.
The caramel.
Ah.
She used to like vanilla only,
I
but they're
see.
basically the
I also like
frappuccinos.
I also like making dad's good coffee.
Well, thank you, Cheryl. I didn't realize that your video would be so popular with you guys. I'm really glad that it was. It honestly helped me a lot to make it.
Okay, you can stay here as long as you're starting to lay down. Okay, lay down.
So whenever you have coffee,
Uh-huh.
whenever I'm in the hallway, I like to sit in
And taste it.
it was so good. So then I just got
Let's pick at Tom's laughs. You won't catch me laughing very often.
Yeah, you won't hear him laugh very often.
I have what Andrea called my customer laugh, where it's a courtesy laugh, and that's 90% of the time the laugh that I use because I usually see the jokes coming, and I don't know. I just doesn't make me laugh.
Just pull it out of the.
Yeah, open up the dishwasher.
Yeah, I kind of spot water.
Just open it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eden
will help you.
will show you how to do it. Tom, you would be a beautiful writer. I think I would agree with that. I think he has a voice that he could read.
I was surprised so many people
too.
said I should be a writer. I wasn't understanding that. It's funny, you can express your emotions so well, and I'm so bad at expressing my emotions. I'm so bad about it.
That's because you were just writing the emotions.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
It's probably because I had more time. When I wrote those things down, I was really thinking about how I wanted to write it, and to try to get them out, because I'm so bad at trying to write my own emotions, to just explain my own emotions 90% of the time. She just lost her husband yesterday. So many people have messaged me in the last couple of days that they've lost somebody. It's really sad. And I've never, it's kind of like those things. It's like we bought this new Ford Transit, and I thought I'd never seen them anywhere. And now I see Ford Transits everywhere I go. And it's probably now that someone important's died in my life. It's how selfish is that I got to have someone die in my life before I recognize other people's sorrow and pain and notice that they're hurting. And I said, God, forgive me for that. I can't believe that I just overrode it so quickly. And people tell me someone died, I'm like, oh, that sucks, and I just go back on my way, and how sad. Now I find out I relate a lot more to them.
Lily wants to know if you have ever thought about doing a day in the life of each of the children and videotape the whole day that child.
That's not a bad idea, but maybe they won't want that.
Yeah, some
of
the kids don't like being on.
I mean, it's one thing to be on the camera, it's another to be on the camera all the time. And so maybe, I don't know, I'd have to think about that. Maybe if certain kids would be willing to do it, or maybe just put some things on there, maybe they'd be willing to do that, but it's a good idea.
I'm adding her to the list right now, the prayer list.
Wendy, she said her leg was hurting, right, Wendy?
Yes, I've already got Wendy
We'll be
on.
praying for you, Wendy.
Wendy knows that
thank
I'm
you,
praying
Patty.
for and checking in on her a lot.
Writing is either when you're just doing it yourself and not writing for an imaginary and eventual audience. It's more honest, less of a performance. So it's funny. I honestly, is a real confession about that. When I've written some poems a few times. I've written some poems. I'm really good with words.
You've written.
I wrote some poems. I had written some poems, and I tried very hard to try to find the best words to get out what I was trying to say, but it only helped me once I showed it to other people. I don't know if that's vanity or what. Same way with these. It's like when I wrote those things down that I shared in my video, I did not intend for them to be seen by other people. I'd never thought that I'd share it with anybody. And then I did, and I tell you, when I had that video out and you guys said all those nice things, it really helped me. I don't know why that helped me. Maybe I just like people saying I'm awesome or something. I don't know what it is, but I felt like I got some of those things out. And just writing them on paper didn't really do it for me. But when I got to share them with people, and I thought maybe somebody else might understand maybe exactly what I'm feeling, to be understood, I guess, is maybe what I'm more wanting, rather than just writing them down for nobody to see. I don't know if that sounds right, but it really helped me to put that video out. It made me feel immensely better.
I think it's going to help a lot of men in the future that are feeling, like going through this themselves. They're going to see what you went through and what helped you and what didn't. It might give them some advice.
Everybody's saying validation. I guess that's it.
Yeah. You need to write a book.
A lot of people said that, and it surprised me. I don't know what I'd write it about, but it helped me.
Eden looks beautiful tonight. That's what they keep saying. Eden says thank you.
1 mile from the Gulf in South Missouri, we have two hurricanes coming this way.
That's one of the ones I was talking about.
Yeah, she got a message from somebody she knows, right? Who's
one of my friends.
Right in the path of both of them.
He's in Beaumont, and both of them are going to hit him too. Yeah.
Are they spinning the same way? They'd have to be, right?
I don't know.
I always want to know if you have two hurricanes spinning different directions, if they like overlap, if they disappear. Or something.
That would be interesting. What's your favorite subject?
She's slowly
in
improving,
school?
but has a long way to go. Oh, great. I'm glad she's doing better. I hadn't remembered. That's the one that she got in an accident and her skull was like broken and stuff.
That would be Sarah.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, yeah.
Read books for audiobooks. You have an audiobook voice. What? I never heard that before.
You do. You have
So many people. I had
voice.
2-3 people say that, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
The guy that you listened to, that one book that we listened to on the trip, and the way his inflection changes and stuff, you're very similar to that. Hannah's Tom's little twin.
She
made
making
kissy
kissy
sounds.
noises. She's so sweet. We should sneak a microphone on her. That's okay. Are you reading a book? That's all right.
Yeah. As soon as she started getting close, she's like, I'm done.
A shrill boy was struck in the forest by a large tree. Wow, the tree fell on him. Did he make it? That's so terrible. So do you read anytime? What? Oh man, that's funny.
Hannah is too.
Anytime I've learned so much from you and my family. Wow, thank you, Emily. That's really humbling. Thank you. How are you doing with your loss, April? I think all of us are having it's
It had
growing
yeah.
process.
This last week was a little rough.
You had a birthday, right?
It was his birthday, and we have made a point, the kids and I had made a point to go pretty often to the gravesite and stuff, and I was feeling really guilty about not going. With COVID and stuff, the kids and I have talked about, do we really want to go into California and deal with all the problems that they're having over there? And so we had agreed a couple months ago that we weren't going back until everything settled down. But I was feeling really, really guilty about not going. And so my daughter, who was in the area, stopped by and took flowers and made sure everything was good and cleaned up because she happened to be in that area for the day. So that made me feel a lot better once I talked to her and she told me that she was going to be there and check on things. But for about 2 days, I think you and I talked about it. I was feeling pretty off about it.
And Josie's apparently in the range of the
You were too? Oh my goodness.
the hurricanes too. Let's just real fast pray for everybody. Dear God, please watch over all those people who are in the path of these hurricanes. Please help them all to stay safe and things to rebuild as fast as possible and maybe not do any damage or little. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I know not everybody's here is Christian. Just tune that stuff out if you don't like it. Missed your calling. Absolutely loved your video on your bike and wanted more. When it was over, you definitely would write amazing books. Wow. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you, Sheila. I like what she had to say. She was my hardest critic and now my biggest fan.
That's quite a transformation. I had a few people that said things like that.
Yeah.
In that same vein. I mean, it's gotta
get
be.
it.
It's gotta be weird, right? I mean, especially in this situation, it's like reality TV that's like really real. And real life, weird things happen, like widows dating after just a few months. That's how life really is.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Look at me. You want to put out my finger? I think we went from let me rest on you to I'm going to play again now. Mr. Finger, you can do it? What's a finger?
Daddy finger, where are you? Here I am.
What?
It's the finger puppets. Yes.
Hello, Rachel. Hello, Rachel.
Your YouTube family are very protective, they're saying.
I know they RB. The RB? Man, you guys are sure I can write books? I don't think I can.
You're trying to talk
I
faster than
RB
your
a
mind.
good roader of books.
Somebody saying good night,
Night,
baby.
baby girl, I love you. Night.
Finger, where are you? I am, here I am. How do you do? Now she does it. Should we do Twinkle Twinkle? Can Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are up above the world so.
Butterfinger, butterfinger.
Oh, now we're going to switch back to this.
Why are you?
Here I am.
Video text.
How
Lost
do
your brother.
you do?
Lost your brother. Wow, I lost a brother, but he had a very bad disease and
How do
he's pretty much
you
just a
do?
baby. It's difficult losing a brother. It's like you're sharing with us. I can't help but think of how it might be taking down the walls and dissolving mortar in the walls you shared about your dream. I know. I always wonder what exactly specifically that is or how it helps. You know, I had a profound moment one time. There was this really cool little guy we saw one time at a homeschool conference, and I think he calls himself the Family Man. And he draws these cute little cartoons about homeschooling. Anyways, he mentioned talking one time at a church with some people, and someone came up to him and said, "You changed my life 10 years ago when you talked at my church. My whole life switched after I heard you. It was the most important thing in my life." And he said, "Oh, thank you so much." And like he didn't remember saying, he remembered going to this town, but he didn't remember saying anything. He didn't remember talking to this person. Didn't remember anything. And he had some sort of profound effect on this guy's life. And he only was blessed that God let him, you know, hear that the guy later on, 10 years later, said how much it helped. And imagine if he had never heard, it would have still helped him. And so we don't always have to know and get that notch on our belt when we help people. I think more often than not, that's going to be how it is. But
There was a
Todd Wilson, Family Man. You know who Todd Wilson is? He's great. I still get his newsletter. Sorry.
Okay, somebody has asked twice, what is a favorite memory we each had at Christmas time?
Favorite
like childhood
memory we
memories.
had at Christmas time. Oh man. Well, hey, Kaden. We'll do it live and we can play some Magic in a little bit.
Hi, Kate.
Sounds good.
I love the way she says it.
Memory at Christmas time, like from when we were kids.
Yeah, when you were a kid, a favorite memory at Christmas time.
I remember with my real dad. So it would have been before I was 10, and we drove once up into the mountains and cut a tree down, like a wild tree, and took it home for our Christmas tree. And I remember the sights and the smells and the oil leaking smells of the truck, and it was a very special time. And every now and then I'll smell wood burning stoves outside and have the temperature just right blowing in my face, and I'll remember those. You ever have a memory that's triggered more by a smell or a way
Yeah.
the lighting is, you know, a certain kind of light?
A food. Uh-oh, fell off. For me, it would be probably when I lived in Connecticut. We lived in Stamford. Somebody asked that question too. I lived in Stamford, Connecticut, and we would always get snow. And I loved seeing Christmas lights that were under the snow and the way the snow would glow. And I just loved, I loved it so that when we were, I see your toes. When we were stationed in Rhode Island, I so badly wanted to reenact that. So we put colored lights everywhere, hoping for snow, and we got it. So I got to share that with my kids, the way it looks when the snow is lit up in colors. So. Oh, what?
Mobile, Alabama, praying for everyone to pass through the storms. Yes, for sure.
Okay, my turn to sit up.
Look at my toe. Ever look at my toe.
April, look at my toe. April, look at my
get your
toe.
toes.
If I can get that.
What's your toes? It won't fit on my toes, sweetie. My toes are too big for that. It barely fits on your big toe. What is that? The things they come up with.
Look at my toe.
Look at my
As soon as
toe.
I take it away, she starts talking. She's a smart girl.
She's figured you out. Trust me.
Baby
Shopping trips. Any more coming? Yep, we'll be going shopping Monday.
Yes, Monday is shopping.
We might go Tuesday or Sunday or Monday or Saturday.
For shopping, yeah. Well, we've got to do some stuff with my truck. So if my truck can get in on Monday, then we're going to have to shop on Tuesday. And so it depends on what's going on. And normally we do it on the 24th, but we've got some other stuff going on. And I think we have friends of yours that we're supposed to be meeting for a dinner night, too.
Yep. Is that
One
Monday?
night.
Oh, Tuesday.
I have to look at the calendar.
I don't know.
Well, look at the calendar. That's why we write it.
Loved you all. Was sad to hear about Andrea. Get back in the other day. Used to watch his channel for a long time to get Andrea's homeschooling tips. Nice to see you have someone. Oh, well, thank you. Boy, that's someone just checking back in. I bet that was a shock, huh? It was to all of us. But well, now I also am thinking about, it's not on, we're going out to see dinner with them. Not on shopping night, I hope.
I don't think it's on shopping night. I think it's dinner. It was going to be Tuesday, I thought.
Yeah, it is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you for the super chat. We really appreciate it. Recipe of s'mores in the graham cracker cups. I kind of had that idea last week. Someone was talking about, I was trying to make these personalized s'more pizzas. It was so much more work doing that. But if they were bowl shaped, it would absolutely be easier.
You're going to hide it? Okay.
Yeah, thumbs up. If you're just joining us, if you like the video, hit a thumbs up on the bottom. Not a thumbs up in the chat, but go down to the bottom of the video and like the video.
Nope, you're going to hide it.
And if it gets a whole bunch of likes, YouTube recommends it to more people. We meet new people. We always like new friends.
And I think we saw at least one person that said, hey, I'm new here.
Yeah, right.
That's really
We're getting
neat.
more. There's a lot of subs. We're getting a lot of new subs. We appreciate that, guys. And it's a lot of fun to meet new people and see what the walks of life the world is in.
She's very badly wanting attention right now. She just keeps...
She's loving it.
Yes.
Did the modifications to your last dessert pizza turn out better? So I tried to do, one of the problems with the s'more pizza is by far our most enjoyed dessert pizza by the kids. They really like it. It does definitely taste like a s'more. But the problem is after you cut it, they're so sticky and messy.
They're very...
And so I made individual little round ones. And I also used a little less molasses, and that worked out well. It's still a little on the sticky side, but the problem is that I made these individual things that the marshmallows want to roll off of them. So
There you go.
I talked about making like bread bowls. I used to make bread bowls for Andrea for salads because she would love to go to Perkins and get a bread bowl salad. And so I would make them by turning bowls upside down, greasing them, and draping the dough over them and cooking them. But someone said you should do it over a muffin tin.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh, what a great idea. I could totally do that. Then I could just toss a bunch of marshmallows in there, problem solved.
Yep. Bounce. Be careful you don't hit your
It
head
was
back
different but scary. I'm sure.
Jonathan's asking what is our favorite vegetable. I know mine.
What?
Mine would be either zucchini, squash, or asparagus. Those are my three
That
top.
is not a favorite vegetable. That is 3 different vegetables that you like a
if
lot.
I have to have one, it would have to be zucchini. I know Rachel's and Joshua's would be the green beans.
I don't know if you can call it. I finally like a vegetable, corn. And people say, that's not a vegetable, it's a grain. So I don't know if you guys will give me the pass on saying corn. But I didn't always like corn. I've only liked corn for about 5 years. And I thought, I do like it. It's good. It's yummy. And now I like it. Now it's not a vegetable anymore. So.
Oh, let's not pull it apart. She found the zipper. Zippers are fun, aren't they? That's what you have for your purse, huh? For baby doll purse. Where's your baby doll?
On my bed.
On your bed.
Trying to time comments between Tom taking a comment and speaking on it for a bit. You got things figured out, boy. You're ahead of the curve. Because I at least are certainly not paying attention when I'm talking.
Nope.
So. April, what sparked your interest in Tom? How long did you guys talk before you met in person? That's a fun one.
I don't know how long we talked before we met in person. That would be a couple weeks. At least 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks talking. What sparked my interest was actually his love for God. In his profile, he talked about God a lot. He openly talked about the fact that he was a widow, and that's not something that a lot of men do. And that was something that I found sweet and endearing, because most men want to hide their past from you, and in his case he didn't. And he openly talked about loving his kids, and I already had raised 6, so or I'm still raising 2 out of the 6, but I'd already raised 6, so for me, hearing that he loved all of his kids and stuff kind of got my attention.
That was fun. You know, I didn't have that profile one for very long. I had changed it because I learned the same thing. I had sent a few messages and realized, you know what? I think the idea of another widow is super attractive. It's like you don't have to explain yourself. They already know where you're coming from. I mean, I don't have to worry about, because I mean, I'm a member of a widow group, and one of the things that comes up a lot in the group is people talking about how their new boyfriend or girlfriend can't handle them talking about their late spouse at all, and they feel jealous, and it's difficult. But I mean, we both, another widow would get it, you know.
Yeah.
So the date was good, Stacy. We went out to eat. It was very nice.
She's doing it again, putting it on my finger. Yep.
Rhubarb pizza sounds horrible. Rhubarb pizza sounds horrible, but a rhubarb dessert pizza, it's Judah's favorite thing of all time is a strawberry rhubarb crisp that he makes. And how many duds online before finding your prince? I've had more negatives than positives. Well, don't ask me that question.
For me, it actually, I'm going to be honest, I didn't plan on getting onto the thing at all, and it was just, for some reason, that day that I made the profile, I just really felt led that I needed to.
Was it the same day?
No, it wasn't the same day. The day that it was a couple days before. I had only been on probably less than a week when Tom and I started talking.
I had already gone through all the girls.
I
flipped through all of them, and I was discouraged. I was actually done Johnson with that website, with all of them. I decided I'm done with online dating sites, because you just can't. I mean, I'm just being honest, and you know, it just was frustrating, and decided I was finished. Of course, you weren't on there. You weren't one of the.
No, I wasn't on there until.
Or was it starch technically? Starch? I don't know. Is that starch a group? I thought it was a grain, but.
Corn is technically starch. I agree. It's a carb. It's another way to raise your blood sugar.
Yeah, it is a carb. Definitely a carb.
Hannah, no, we're not gonna open it.
It was a mini and impactful. It showed your beautiful heart. Lovely way to honor your wife, well loved. Oh, well, thank you, Whitney.
No, I did not. Amazing Grace watched the videos. I did not know until 2 weeks after, just before I met him, he told me about the videos and the YouTube.
No, in real life, yeah.
In real life. So it was way into it before.
I was scared. I was worried that it was going to scare you away. So that was it takes a special person. I mean, you're like all the things that I have in my life, you mesh with. And the YouTube didn't bother you at all.
No, Amy, I'm not heading back to Idaho in September to homeschool. When I start homeschooling, I start it wherever I'm at. That's one of the great things about homeschooling is you can do it anywhere. One of the things that we liked, Scott and I, my late husband, is that we could travel with our kids anywhere in the U.S. and they could bring the school with them. And it was something that was really nice. It leaves you open to not have to set any timetables of here, there, or otherwise. What I don't want to be doing is doing a lot of traveling back and forth through the snowy season. So.
Hi, Janice. She says she's a Mormon, but loves the way I talk about the Bible. That's awesome. I love talking to Mormons. I actually I call it my Mormon kit. Because when Mormons come, I got a bunch of stuff that I want to show them, and I've got
and you guys talk.
A replica of the first edition Book of Mormon that I like to use. And I like talking to people about God. And Mormons like to talk about God too. And so I enjoy talking to them. Actually, there's 2 of them came in just the other day because they were having trouble with a flash drive. They know that I like to help them, and I helped them with their, well, I told them they lost all their stuff, which is unfortunate.
So one of the things was that they find neat is that we have a lot of things in common outside of the fact that the children
Yeah.
and our personalities, everything matches.
Yep.
Even outside of all of that.
Yeah, she homeschools like we do, you know, and not afraid of a big family, and she likes playing games. She plays D&D, for gosh sakes. I didn't play D&D, but D&D is pretty close to video games, and
She's putting it on your finger, then my finger, then your finger. Hannah's having... No, the bathroom's not done, but soon, right?
yeah. I think Tuesday the plumber's coming. I think he said, I asked him today, and he told me he's coming Tuesday, so that's exciting. Lots of changes from first edition Book of Mormon. Yes, lots of changes. That's kind of my point. That's one thing I want to talk about. If Joseph Smith wrote this down, and this is what's important, and Joseph Smith is the prophet, why do we let other people change it? I disagree with that. If he's the prophet, he's the prophet. If he was told what to write, and they say, no, that's wrong, that, I don't know, it's an interesting concept to talk about. You're tipping my hand a little bit, Jonathan. That's why I have a first edition one.
Do you know anything about gaming computers?
Oh, yeah.
I like
Definitely, Aaron. If you need some advice, let me know.
Yes, we do have a very busy week ahead of us. We've got a lot going on. We've been looking at the calendar going, okay, there's not a lot more we can add in there.
Oh, yes, here too. We do read the Bible. Some do. I've talked to many Mormons that don't actually read the Bible. But I think it's a good thing to talk about. And they certainly are passionate. The Mormons are very passionate about their faith, as I am passionate about my faith. And so we have some very good conversations.
So I think somebody asked a question. I missed it up above. So you have to repeat. I didn't see one of the questions that was sent to me. I get busy listening to you.
There's lots of questions.
There was something... Okay, the one about Rachel I can answer. They said that she's sad. Rachel's not sad. Rachel has had some problems with the air quality. And it's been real. Yeah, she's had some bloody noses. And so has Asher, though. They both have, the air quality here has become really, really dry. Rachel's had 4 of them. And these aren't little bloody noses. These are like gushing all over the place kind of things. So she's feeling a little bit more tired. And I've told her to kind of take it easy, stay indoors a little bit more. I don't need her asthma acting up. And with the air quality outside, we took a walk today and we were talking about, even I was kind of feeling a little short of breath outside, and just, it's not smoky like it is in California, but there is
You
definitely.
can smell it.
Yeah, I can smell it. It won't go on any further, sweetie.
I'm familiar, Terry. I mean, Book of Mormon, Lost Book of Abraham, Pearl of Great Price, and I'm familiar with the trifecta. But a lot of I know several Mormons that I personally talk to that really aren't familiar with the Bible at all. And that's, I mean, maybe some do, but.
I was reading Lynn's, when do you plan to make a permanent move? I haven't decided when yet.
Hi, sweet little baker. There you go. Shout out.
Hannah thinks that you're going to convince her to go to BED. So that's why she doesn't...
Asking if April uses index card system. No, it's I'm mostly still doing most of the meals. So she's cooking some of them, which is great and is a big help. And I mostly don't let her cook. And so...
Yeah, he mostly doesn't let me cook.
Tonight I made French bread pizzas, homemade French bread pizzas, which is one of my personal favorite recipes. So...
We have talked about some different food options, and one of the reasons why I like the idea of having the trailer is I can go back to the trailer and cook my lunch and eat the things that I want to eat that are in the range of food I like to eat, the healthier food options. And I've actually been thinking about some options where, how can we do the baking and some of the other cooking. And this trailer lends me the ability to do some of those things. So.
That means you do plan to move, not sure when. No, there's not.
No.
There's not necessarily plans for that. That's just
Nope.
slow it down.
We've decided we're just going to take things
I want to
slow and
enjoy
easy.
my life right now, and I very much like
Baby
April,
girl.
and we are definitely courting, so we are moving towards an end goal. But yeah, beyond that, you're not getting anything else out of me, guys. Nice try. The bread flour, so I can make your pizza recipe. Bread flour is tough to find, much less King Arthur bread flour. King Arthur bread flour has the highest protein count, and that's why I like that I can find residentially available.
Okay, I'm not moving. Yes, I bought a travel trailer.
She bought a travel trailer today, in fact, that she's going to put down here on a close by at a
Right,
trailer
down
park,
the
and so she'll
street.
have her own little place to kind of sort of stay in, live for right now. Yeah, we put a humidifier in their room last night.
Yeah, we did.
She didn't get one today. I don't know if that helped or not.
I don't think she got one today. She had one last night just before we put the humidifier in. But no, she hasn't had one today that I'm aware of.
Look at my face.
I see you. Are you giving me kissy faces, Hannah?
Hey, look at me.
Look at you. I'm looking at you. What do you want me to see? Hi, baby girl.
Plans tomorrow. Church day tomorrow.
Yes.
I believe we have
Church day tomorrow.
She's so cute.
And esports tomorrow.
Oh, no, they're not actually, because the boys
Oh,
didn't win.
okay.
So Asher and Thomas joined an esports competition for Sea of Thieves, but the lag was bad. It was like 500 ping, and they lost. If they had won, they would have done that tomorrow. But we are going to play some D&D tomorrow, right?
We are playing D&D tomorrow. We're trying to make Sunday afternoons, because we've got so much already scheduled during the week. Sunday afternoons may be the D&D days.
I don't
baby
believe I'm
girl.
moving on here. No one ever answered my question, whatever it is. Good night for those that can see me. Well, Sue, I see you. I apologize. It's very hard to see.
Yeah.
There's over 1,000 people in here, and it's just hard to see everybody. I'm very sorry. I saw that.
How is Chad doing? You talked to him just a couple days ago, didn't you?
Yeah, every now and then I message him. I just don't have time to do anything. So I talked to him a little bit. He was having some computer issues, I think. I don't remember now. But he's doing all right.
Oh no. That's me.
Buy a wheat grinder and make your own. Huh?
Tom's just going to surprise us one day. He'll be like, here, we got a new van, and here's my fiance. That's how it was when I introduced you, if you recall. Here's
Yeah.
our new van and my girlfriend.
Here's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
New bed. New bed. New bed. New man.
What? I see.
How can we chat about gaming computers? You can message me on Facebook, and I will eventually get to it. I currently have like 25 to 30 unanswered Facebook messages. I will eventually take an hour or so and message all those back, but I'll get to you eventually. I apologize. Am I worried about the future, Corona prepping? No, I'm not personally worried about that kind of stuff. That's not to say something bad couldn't happen. We're always kind of prepared. One of the verses we like is, in fact, it's in our market, hanging on a sign. It says, "In the house of the wise are stores of choice food and oil." Mm-hmm. And so wise people are prepared. So we're always prepared. We buy food a month in advance, and if we didn't get to go shopping for a month, it might be creative eating, but we could still get by.
I probably have extra food more than you guys do then stored, because I got enough to feed A small army.
Do ya?
Back in Idaho, yeah.
You're not wrong.
You see, Joshua, you're not wrong. We stock up. And I want to get back to canning. With everything that's been going on, I haven't done as much canning as I'd like to. It's one of the things we've talked about a little bit. Bathroom is doing good, right?
Yep, bathroom is going very well. Prepping is good for the Mormons are good at. They're very good at. In fact, if you want to do some really good prepping, you go hang out with them. You use their little canning
now you
things.
do
They
it.
can can all the stuff. Very powerful.
Yes, I know Grandma Kitty's going to miss having me there. One of the things we did talk, I bought the trailer. But one of the things we've talked about is we stay late some nights here and we're playing games and doing stuff, and it's very dark. There's a lot of deer. This week alone we saw 4 deer that have been hit in about a 2-day, 3-day period on the road between here and there, and it's just got me a little concerned about doing these late night drives. And this way I'm right down the street, I get tired, head off over, go to bed, no big deal. Joshua's, you can stay later too, because now we don't have to worry about deer and stuff
Yep.
late at night.
There you go.
So,
How do they? Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm just trying to be safe and cautious because I am driving with kids in the car, and I'm always, I think about those kinds of things.
It's nice to have a place to be your own too.
Yeah.
So what's it? How about the esports? How do they find the esports thing? Your son would love to do that. Thomas's case, he loves all he loves Sea of Thieves. That's his game, and they have special cosmetics you can get. And he's trying to collect all the cosmetics. He's done a surprising job at tracking these things down. Sometimes you've got to buy the most ridiculous piece of equipment, and he looks for one on eBay that he can buy that comes with the code. And anyways, that's how he found it, because if you win this esports, you get a special cosmetic. They didn't win, so you just got to be on the lookout for tournaments and that kind of a thing. So,
How big is my travel trailer? It's just over 33 feet. It sleeps 9.
Yep.
It has one of the things I had been talking about is when we have all the kids over or doing something, I want enough space to sit. And at the table, this particular one had a U-shaped table. So most trailers you have bench, and table. This one is more square for the table itself, and it's U-shaped, so you can get kids all the way around it. So we thought that would be really a good fit. It has a slide out. My previous one didn't have a slide out, so we have room for a couch that's there that also pulls out, so that's extra bedding in both of those areas. And there's I think I mentioned already, there's a total of 3 bunks for bunk beds. One of them is bigger than a twin, but not quite a double, you were saying, right? When we were measuring it out.
yeah, I could tell they were a little bit below a full, and the one was a little bit below a twin.
Yeah.
So they were more custom sizes, but perfectly good and good places to sleep. And
The trailer's ready, my truck is not. So, and we kind of talked about this before. When I was trying to move from California to Idaho, we found that my truck hitch was not really, it wasn't in a good position.
It's on
too
her
high.
bumper.
It's on the
She
bumper.
doesn't have a hitch.
Yeah.
So there's something on her bumper, but that doesn't work out.
Yeah,
most of the time.
it's too high up, and the bumper doesn't hold the amount of weight that we're going to be putting on it. So I have to have a couple things done to my truck. It shouldn't take very long, a day or two, and then we go get it. It's ready to go. It's paid for. They're prepping it, loading up a bunch of stuff for me, and it'll be pretty easy. I do love camping too, Miss Kitty. I love going camping. We will try to do a tour maybe of it after. If I do a tour of it, it'll be after I get everything set up the way I want it. Because right now I didn't see much on the sheets and stuff like that. So I'll get it set up and then I'll let you guys do a tour of it.
Sounds good. Some class says I logged on. What? Who's April? She's beautiful.
Thank you.
April is my girlfriend. April. And I love April.
Yes, a travel trailer is way cheaper than a hotel. Not that I wouldn't pay to stay at a hotel too, but This is just a way for me to have my own space, my own cooking area, food prep area. If Joshua wants to sit down and, do some homework in there away from everybody else, he can. No, we are not engaged.
Not engaged.
Yes, if it gets too cold, Grandma Kitty has told me I'm always welcome, and she has been really great. And I love her, and I love staying with her. I just kind of need a little bit of my own space. I feel uncomfortable using somebody else's kitchen, and I don't know. I'm just.
I totally understand. It's got an outdoor kitchen.
Yeah, it has an outdoor kitchen, and it has a place to put a TV outside as well. It has 2 awnings. So it's a really nice setup. Has a little mini refrigerator outside, a microwave outside. It's really set up nice.
You put the trailer on Tom's property. I mean, you could. You wouldn't have
It couldn't
sewer
have-
or
yeah.
water or any of that kind of stuff. You could have electricity, but that's
I
about
got
it.
electricity, yeah. They're asking about the Amish in your area.
Oh, I saw. So I was
going
going to comment on that. So I don't know them personally. If we're being totally honest, I feel I don't know how to approach them yet. I've talked to several of them, waved to them. I went out to they have a farmer's market, kind of a greenhouse place. You can go buy plants and food and stuff, which is neat. And I have fun talking to them and waving to them. But I never know if I'm thinking I'm a bunch of heathens or what. I've studied a lot of other religions, and Andrea studied the Amish in depth. And
I read up on them a lot too.
I was always confused on whether or not I would be offending them to talk to them, or if they want to just be quiet. I see them shopping at our store and buying groceries and stuff, and I thought, why are they? I thought that wasn't. I wasn't sure how that worked, and so I'm a little ignorant, I have to say, and I love waving to them and talking to them. I think they're very nice and kind, and I need to figure out if they hate my guts, I guess.
It's not that they hate your guts. It's
I think they're generally very kind.
They are.
And I notice they'll
Everyone that
ride
I've
in
ever
cars. They just won't own a car. So
Yes.
they're okay if you drive them somewhere.
Yes. We have several in Idaho that live on the same street as me. And they're always walking, and they always wave. They're always really pleasant. And I've enjoyed, just sometimes we'll pull over and say hi to them or something. They usually got a dog that they're walking. So my Rachel loves animals, and she'll ask if she can pet them and stuff like that. But they're really sweet people. They're just very soft-spoken.
I passed them. They were riding a horse, pulling a sled thing the other day, and I thought, oh, look at that! That's so fun.
A book. Do we need to get you new nighties soon?
They're very nice people. Oh, Melody, I feel your pain. 6-year widow. Oh man.
I have a friend who's a 6-year widow, and he's just now starting to date. He gave me some really good advice in the early days of everything, and Hannah's cute and adorable. And she's starting to figure out that she's cute and adorable. April, look. We got 2 books. They're just like each other.
Amish and Mennonites. I know there are differences,
Yes.
but there's also more similarities probably than differences.
Your Mennonites will drive vehicles. They will use
I think it's
electricity.
where they originate from a lot.
Most of your Amish are going to be of German heritage. Some of them still speak German, and they teach that way.
What's the make of April's camper? It was something they were selling on consignment used.
You want me to go find the
a
little sheet?
Rockwell
Rockwell something.
2017.
2017. Like I've told you guys before, I don't buy new. It's pointless. You're paying for a name. Buy it, let somebody else work out the kinks, and then get it at a much lower price. This has always been my policy.
She said Pikachu?
Pikachu, yes.
Oh my gosh. Look
Huh?
She's over there saying Pikachu. Why did she get, I mean, that's so cute.
They watched Pokemon the other day
Oh my
on
gosh.
TV. Yeah. I'm Pikachu. Tom, do you think...
What in your dream could have been blind? Oh my gosh. No, I do not.
Maybe it was down a little bit further. It was just slightly above that one. It's fine. I'm not worried. Right there. We are in Amish country. Just respect. Yeah.
Right, so don't take picture. Okay.
Yeah, they don't like their pictures taken. That is true. They make some of the most beautiful homes. They make some of the most beautiful quilts. We spent a time in like I said, in Rhode Island, and we would go over to Pennsylvania and travel just to see countryside and stuff. And I love, ignore the haters, guys. It doesn't bother me one bit. I loved seeing the quilts because they're so detailed. And I think that's what got Rachel and I kind of interested in doing quilts. Our quilts are so simple compared to theirs, but we enjoy doing it. And that's another thing we're hoping to maybe work on some. And I think Eden was asking about how we make them and stuff, so we may give some lessons to her. Oh, trust me, I get as many hugs as I can in with Hannah and Claudia, Sophia. Solly gives me the biggest hugs at night. So I take them where I can get them, and try not to talk over. But if we get too quiet, she will notice. No, Hannah still loves Asher very much, and she still goes to Asher. I get Asher's advice when it comes to questions about Hannah, like what kind of food she likes, what I can help with. Sometimes she wants Asher, sometimes she wants Daddy, sometimes she wants me. It varies. And I think that goes for any of the kids. Wouldn't you say that they all have their times when they want different things? I have never made a jelly roll quilt, so I'm not sure what those are. Yes, Solly does give some of the most, he gives tight, I'm going to hold on to you kind of hugs. I love that. My travel trailer is a Rockwell, I believe is the brand we said it was.
Yeah, Hewlett's about 50 miles from here. It's that's why we're talking about the Amish. Somebody said that they had some relatives out there.
There is not a set of washer and dryer in this travel trailer. I did think about getting one with that, but when I looked at it, a lot of times the washer dryer then is taking up space that I could use for other things. So for right now, Thomas said I could use their washer and dryer, and it makes it easier to I can carry it over here pretty easy.
Yeah. If you want to hear Hannah singing some more, give us a like on the video.
There you go. I can get her to sing some Twinkle
gratuitous
Twinkle.
liking asking, but I'll grab her over here.
We've been singing a lot of songs together. Then we play a lot of music. When Daddy's at work, we will play music louder.
Is it a Rockwood or is it Rockwell?
Let me go get it because everybody's asked me, and
I don't
want to
know.
give the wrong information. Oh my goodness. Hannah, can I have a kiss? I love you. Okay, It is a rockwood. See, we've not even
Rockwood,
saying
somebody
it
who
right.
was smarter than us. Well done, sir.
It is a
We are clearly
2017
not
rockwood.
trailer enthusiasts. Although
is-
she knew quite a bit about how it works. Does it have a winter package?
They said because the way the system was built. That was actually one of my questions. Is because they have winters here. What is the winter package kind of thing? And their whole underside is.
The underside is covered.
Is covered.
So
I'm
supposed
still
to be
going to do
good
some
for it or
research.
something?
Yeah, I'm still going to do some research to make sure it's going to be safe for using. More than likely, if it doesn't specifically have a winter package, what you can do is you can leave the sink just slightly running, and as long as there's running water through it, it usually.
if you're
is fine.
in it, it's going to be heated and fine.
Inside, yeah.
So, yeah.
The biggest thing is you don't want your pipes to freeze in the winter, and so if I'm not using it and I'm storing it somewhere here and I'm heading back to Idaho for some reason, or I take it back to Idaho, I'll have to have it winterized. But I understand how to do all that stuff already. I think we talked about that there was a lot of things that the guy was a little surprised that I could ask those questions. And
She knew quite a bit
and-
about. I didn't know what she was talking about. So
It does look very nice, and the people that was selling it, they were taking really good care of it. I have done. You want me to hold it? You want me to open it? She's giving me a pink flower. Yeah, I've thought about putting a skirt on there. The skirt will also protect the tires, so the tires last longer depending on where the sun is at on them. And I did ask quite a bit of questions about the tires there when we were there as to what speeds this particular brand can do and stuff like that. So, yes, I don't want to have the black or the gray
somebody
ones.
once. Asher taught her to sing All Star.
All Star Smash Mouth.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna. They ain't the sharpest tool in the.
My flower.
I don't know where'd your flower go. Did you drop it? She's like, Daddy, let me find my flower. She's a typical girl. I actually have lived in a travel trailer for
There you
6
go.
weeks at a time
Daddy.
You're
with
welcome.
6 kids, dog, and a cat.
Daddy. Oh my God,
So
Daddy.
we did it. We traveled cross country in
That's a
one.
pretty
I know what it's
flower.
like. It was a little bit more chaotic then because we had a total of 8 of us in a trailer that was made for 6 on a good day. So it was tight at times, but it was something we really enjoyed, and some of my best memories, and some of my worst memories have to do with that travel trailer. Getting in a hailstorm and having hail come through the
Microphone. Sorry.
oh, was she
Nobody
talking?
can hear anything, but
Eat it.
I don't want it.
Thank you, Angela. I don't know that I would say that I have everything together, but I try. I try to think and I try to plan forward. I don't plan on traveling back and forth a lot to Idaho. It's especially come wintertime, I'm not pulling a trailer across.
Flower.
So we've talked about possibilities
Oh,
of what
flower
to do in
day.
those kind of situations. But
But
as for moving here and buying a house, I do still have a house in Idaho. I'm not ready to sell that house yet, so I'm not making any set plans right now.
But people are going to analyze that you said yet.
I'm sorry. I leave things open,
Yeah.
and that's what I am. I'm leaving things open to see where they go.
That's what we're doing.
I don't know about the Wyoming RV park in Moorcroft, but I know there's one right down the street. I don't know if it's the same one. Is it the same one?
I don't know.
There's one right down the street here, which is really nice. Do you want your finger puppet back? Okay, I'll hold the flower, you hold the finger puppet. I
This
said the
little
same thing,
piggy
Terry.
went to
I'm a little
market.
worried about the
This little piggy stayed home.
roads,
This
driving
little
back
piggy
and
had
forth.
roast beef. This little piggy had none.
I will be
This
homeschooling.
little
Wherever
piggy
I'm
went-
at, I'll be homeschooling.
Here's that picture.
Yeah, after I set the trailer up, we'll do a tour, but not until I have the trailer the way I want it. The bathroom is coming along. Tuesday, hopefully, we'll be getting
Supposedly the
some...
plumber's coming on Tuesday to help me finish the last little bits of stuff I need to do. So
No, Mountain Mommy, I'm not moving. I just have a travel
Terry
trailer.
Williams. That's I just hit me. That's Terry Williams. Hi, Terry.
There has been a question that's come up 3 times that you've missed. How is your grass growing?
It is not. It is not. Last I went there, so I'm gonna probably get some more soil and some more seed. I haven't given up. I got a new jug coming. I've been putting about 3 2-liter bottles full of water on it when I go out there, and I'm gonna go with a 2.5 gallon jug now that I'm gonna rig up to actually be able to spray off of a little hose. So that's about 5 2-liter bottles. So that should be a significant more amount of water. I'm hoping that'll do it.
Hannah, if April gets you this, can I put you in your night clothes too?
Yeah, there is 2 slide outs. One
Yes.
is just a closet.
Closet.
And the other
Which works
one
for me because
is,
I need closet space.
Must be where the couch is.
Yeah, the other one is, was it couch or was it the table? It was a
Time to go
bowl. I
grass
think it
there,
was
but not
couch
time
and
to go
table.
grass on Andrea's grave. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Very kind.
If
No,
I get a chance,
I actually grew wildflowers on Andrea's grave. I've been picking everything else out. So, sorry you don't like it.
it's a good thing we're going to be shopping soon because we are down to our last gallon of milk again. It's green cup. Okay, can you put it in the sink for
It's
me?
okay. People are free to hate me. There's a lot of hurt people in the world that have
Okay,
very
let's get you in your night clothes, okay?
that don't care about people. That's okay.
Oh my goodness, this room looks so cool. I love what you girls are doing
I've
to
got
it.
wheatgrass that grows over. I thought about actually just getting some sod
Can I get
and
night
just
clothes?
going on rolling some sod on it.
I can't
Instant
see.
park.
Can you guys help me find night
We'll
clothes
try
for
it one
Hannah
more
real quick?
time.
I can't see in the dark.
Snowball's doing good.
Oh wait.
Whenever I go out, I get him some alfalfa from wherever I happen to be, and he's doing all right.
I just turned it on, I think, didn't I? That's what we're using. No, we got it. Thank you. Hannah. Yes.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay, Lola.
Yes, April's thing is right there. You want me to carry you?
Happy for you
Okay.
both. God knows your heart right where you are. Just what we need. One time. Amen to that.
Strawberry.
Your strawberry's right there. We're gonna get strawberry. It's ready for
Flowers
you.
are gorgeous, totally fitting. Andrea loves wildflowers. When we first moved to this house, we didn't have a lot of money, and we didn't have enough plant. We didn't have anything to go to buy plants or trees, and she would just go buy little shakers of wildflowers, and she would shake them all around. And so I got a whole bunch
I
of
don't know.
different
That's something
varieties
for
of
Daddy.
blue wildflowers and planted them on there.
It's something a dad has.
Video where you and the kids gather the wildflowers and it's great.
where'd I
Haters
put
gonna
it?
hate. Oh yeah, they think it's gotta only love is grass and flowers doesn't say love. I don't know. I guess that's what they're saying. A sprinkler system, the sod will just die. Yeah, they don't have a sprinkler system. They do have a hoses. The sod is for the side of the road. You guys may not know exactly what's going on, but one of the things I've done is I've adopted a 6-foot by 6-foot piece of road. When I do my bike rides, I ride out 5 miles and I ride back 5 miles, so that's a 10-mile ride. And when I get out at 5 mile mark, there's nowhere to sit. It's a very very narrow shoulder. And so I brought a bunch of hoe out there and a big thing of sod and some grass seed, some really sun-tolerant grass seed, and I weeded a whole 6 foot by 6 foot section. I laid down some soil and planted a bunch of seed there, and I go and water it about almost every day, and trying to get a little park there to grow the rest on. It just seemed like a fun thing to do at the time. So
There you go. There you go. Get this picture. Short hair.
can you speak louder? Not as loud. That's two different things. But
You want your milk now?
we only use Life Pack for homeschooling. We'll use ACE for our homeschooling. So it's
Can I put you in bed now?
that's the curriculum we use.
April carry you? Okay. Can I get your blanket? Hey, Daddy, can we have her blanket real quick?
Yes.
Try to get her to lay down.
Night night, baby girl.
You want to give Daddy kisses?
Love you.
April, carry me.
Mwah. She said, April, carry me. Oh, that's why she's carrying.
Okay,
April does homeschool her kids. She already did. I bring a mat with me. So I got a little fold-up mat, but my butt barely fits on the darn thing, and I want to be able to really stretch out. You know, when I've been sitting on an uncomfortable bike seat, I've gone through like 3 different bike seats. I'm actually going to
where's
another
your
one
pillow
on order.
at?
It's hopefully a little more
Here's your
friendly.
pillow.
I like to be able to stretch out and relax a little bit. I just thought it'd be fun to have my own little park. I'd like to do random things like that. Who would think of taking a random patch of highway road and turning it into a beautiful little park? Just a tiny little spot. I think that's awesome. It's super fun and random. I like to be random and to do things that are neat like that, and so it's just been fun. What did you all have for dinner? Tonight I made French bread pizzas, homemade French bread pizzas from a bunch of French bread loaves that I bought. They were very tasty, one of my favorite things.
Okay. You like your pony? Okay. Night-night.
I was going to maybe get a yoga mat. I actually went through a lot of trouble and got my, I wanted to find like a yoga mat thing. And I looked at this as a really nice high-end sleeping mat that self-inflates a little bit. And it's supposed to be really durable and this and that. And then I got it. I thought, well, this is so nice. I don't want to put it out on the side of the road. And so then I was back to needing the mat again. Then I just thought, hey, how fun would it be to just plant some grass there? It gives me a little project, keeps me getting there. And
Yes, Morgan. I actually have met his oldest daughter, Melina. Gone to a couple of different functions with her here.
how long will it take that grass to grow there? Well, normally grass, you need to water it 3 times a day when it's germinating for about 2 weeks, and that will cause it to grow. I don't get to get out there 3 times a day. So I'm assuming out of a whole bag of grass seed that I used, I'll probably get a few random sprouts here and there. And I know from experience, you got to just keep thickening it, putting more seed out until eventually it gets thick enough and drought tolerant enough to have some root system. So I don't know. This last batch didn't seem to grow really at all. But it's pretty dry there, so I'm going to put another layer of dirt. If not, I'm going to try just doing some sod.
Do you cook whole chickens for the meal? I do chicken breast usually when I cook. My
No,
kids like
not really.
drumsticks sometimes, but they don't do thighs. They don't, for some
I'm a
reason.
dad. I cooked dinner randomly once in a while. Maybe I'd make pizza. I made pizza every week, so I'm good at making pizza. I don't have a lot of experience making meals. I have Andrea's meal cards, and my goal is to learn how to make those things that we used to make, and the cards, and maybe rotate them around and make some of the old meals. But I just haven't had time to learn those types of things. And so, or rather, I don't have time to research it out. I just don't have a lot of time. The amount of time I have that I can do something other than something is extremely low. It's been nice having April around because she can do things for me, and she cleans up the house. I never asked her to, but she does it all of her free will, and she scrubs things. And I think I mentioned in the video, that's kind of why it's allowed me to grieve a little different, because I've actually had some spare time to just not do things, and so it's difficult.
I think Lydia asked what my favorite dishes to cook are. I've got several. Rachel has already put in a request for one of our favorites to do, and it's what she wants for her birthday dinner. And we actually been talking about it. It's called something called Burox, and it's a bread that in this. You see, that got Joshua's attention. It's a family favorite of ours. It's bread, and then inside you cook it, the meat, and you cook the vegetables together. It's a cabbage. This is where you make the face that you make. It's cabbage, onion, garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper. It's not a lot of seasoning to it, but you cook this mixture together, and then you put it inside the dough while it's still, after it's risen, and then you basically roll the dough around it, and we flip them over so that the bottom of it is where it's together, and then you bake them, and that's it. And Rachel loves them. Actually, almost everybody in my family does. So she's put in a request for that. Other things, I love to make lasagna. Almost any pasta dish I love to do. Grew up around Italian family, so did a lot of that. I do a lot of slow cookers. I love doing homemade, like chicken noodle soups and stuff like that during the winter months. I love to barbecue. We barbecued. We were stationed in Rhode Island all year round. Tri-tip is the best, but I can't find a lot of tri-tip around here. We've talked about that.
I don't know that I've heard of tri-tip. I mean, I'm a man. I don't know.
He has no idea what the cuts are, but that's okay. We'll teach you.
Yeah.
I actually had a discussion with Thomas just last night. Thomas and I and Caden and Judah were all talking about food and different kinds of food, and Thomas said he really liked the steaks I cooked the other night, and I was like, that wasn't steak, that was pork chops. He says, I love steaks, and you did a really good one. I'm like, that was pork chop, but that's okay. He didn't know the difference between them, and so I do a lot of Instapots too now. I use my Instapot a lot.
Maybe we'll quit it at 10:30. Start a magic game.
Okay.
About 5 more minutes or so.
It's going to be a really late one if we do.
Well, we don't have to build the deck this time and just play,
Yeah.
so it'll be a little faster than last night.
I'm making them hungry. I like to bake all fall all the way until about February. I love to bake and cook, and we do everything from cookies to pies. We do a lot of dessert things that we take over to the firehouses, or sometimes we'll take them to the nursing homes and stuff. It's just something Rachel and I like to do. Define work, Christina. Being a stay-at-home mom and taking care of 20 acres and my late husband was work. It really was. It was a work of love, and homeschooling my kids is work to me as well. Do I work outside the home? No. I had my own business until my late husband got really sick, and we just kind of let the business go. And so I haven't decided if I'm ever going to start that back up or not. We've talked about that a few times, what it would take for me to start it back up again. I mean, I'd be literally starting from scratch. No customers are left that I would still be, let's say we're all in California, or mostly in California.
Penny, what happened to playing games with us? You know, we haven't done that in a long time. I don't even know if I told you we did that.
What?
You know, me and Asher played that little Don't Starve game I showed you. The game me and Asher played. I thought I showed it to you.
No.
Yeah.
You showed them. I don't think you showed
You
me.
know Don't Starve together? I don't know. You know that. We love that game. So anyways, we played that. We've streamed that a few times with the boys, and I put a camera on them all. We all play. We should do that again. We're overdue to do that again.
Okay.
So listen, are they from Rapid City? Are you going to watch football at Tom's this year? Is that somebody who knows you?
I've mentioned football before on one of these. I don't know that he's going to get it. He doesn't have regular TV. So how to watch the game online, I don't know. But one of the advantages of having the travel trailer is if they have a hookup, I can hook up cable there, and I might be able to get the games. If not, I'll do the best to watch. I do have DirecTV at home, so I can watch a lot of them on my phone. I really, really hope they're going to do football this year. I really want to watch my Seahawks play. I do. And all of us do, but this year we really want to get into it.
Cable games. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. They're asking what was my business. We did promotional products. So primarily my thing was T-shirts, but I've done etched glass work and stuff like that as well.
YouTube game night. I forgot. We used to do a live game night when we had family game night. We would sometimes do it live, and YouTube would play with us. And we had a couple of them. We had a Pictionary game that we would live stream with the girls could draw in the air, and YouTube people could guess. It was super cool. We totally need to do that
again. Then.
It was.
I've never
so
seen it.
fun.
It sounds like fun.
Yeah, we just haven't done it. Go Hawks! Oh, there's people there.
Yeah, go Seahawks. I fell in love with the Seahawks when Scott, my late husband, introduced me to Russell Wilson as a Christian man of strong faith. I read up on him. I like his way of being part of his team and how he treats the other team with such respect and stuff. So it's because of him to start off with, but we're kind of hooked on our Seahawks. We even talked about living in Idaho. Would we ever get a chance to maybe go over to Washington and see a game? But I don't know if I want to do that yet. That their stadium is very loud.
You might. All those cardboard cutouts might be pretty quiet, though.
That's true. They got nothing but cutouts right now. Yeah, there's a couple different ways, I think, and I may research how to watch the games. Yeah, we do a lot of Seahawk blue and green. We decorate during the season in blue and green. I have a wreath that's got a little male and female snowman, and it's got all the Seahawk stuff on it, and we kind of do get into it a little bit, our football. And the kids will tell you that I usually am... You looking for something?
Someone said Hannah dropped a book behind the couch. I don't know if that's true or not, but...
Oh, there's stuff that always gets dropped behind here. Every week or so, we pull everything out, and we go back behind there and pull all the books out and stuff.
All right, well, we're about done. We're going to sign out here pretty soon, guys, and we appreciate you hanging out with us. If you're new here, give us a subscribe down at the bottom. We'll go live in the middle of the night, I kid you not. And so, yeah, if you don't want to miss those and get those notifications, subscribe and give the video a like before you leave. It does help out a lot. You may think it doesn't, but it really does. So we certainly appreciate it, and we're going to get to playing some Magic, and I'm going to get some water, and we'll go outside and cool off a little bit. It's hot in here.
It was 77 during dinner. Eden and I were both sitting there going, is there some way to cool
off?
off?
A little more again. But.
Yeah.
All right, well, see you guys later. Thanks a lot. Good to see you.